All right, we asked all of our listeners to send us their FPL teams so that we could give them some tips on what their FPL teams look like. And of course, we have replied to a bunch of them on social media as well. And we thought we'd just pull up a couple right now so we could just talk about them amongst the four of us and give you some tips. So here we go. Let's see the first one, which is
By
by
9_28.
yes.
Whose team is it?
Whose team
Whose team
is it?
is-
Is 9_28.
9_28_.
But that's the name of the team, no? Or is that
No,
the
that's the
name
name
of
of
the
the
guy?
person. That's the name of the
Oh, okay. Sorry.
guy.
I didn't realize Elon Musk's kid sends us FPL teams.
All right, on the face of it, this looks like a solid team. I don't know about you guys. This looks like a solid fucking team.
Yeah, I like the mids though. I really like the mids.
He's gone heavy on the
Oh, fuck.
midfield.
It's an amazing
Yeah.
film. I'm copying it.
It's quite good.
No, my only concern is defense.
With
My
I
Basham.
feel like with Basham, he's got a good guy. Basham,
No, Mog's right. The defense is very like flaky. It's an Arsenal defender, it's a Sheffield defender, and a Chelsea or a Leicester defender. So it's
Yeah, and none of these defenders are going to get them extra attacking points. Tierney is not
Ba-
not known for
Basham will.
assists.
Basham money will.
Basham will, but
Basham and Tierney are both fullbacks. They are both. So Basham is one of those attempting to be a modern fullback, and Tierney is a full modern fullback who will be pushed upfield a lot with Arteta in mind.
I'm not too convinced
I'm not
about that
too
though.
convinced by the back.
Look, Tierney and Basham are both good players, and Tierney is really coming into his own in his Arsenal career, having gotten over all of his injury problems. But I don't think he has the level of attacking output that a modern Premier League fullback needs to at least be an FPL legend. It might be great, but it's because you're thinking of Trent Alexander-Arnold level fullbacks that will give you those points week in, week out, right? I don't think Tierney or Soyuncu or Basham will give you that. So, but it's a good strategy because these are still good players, and you can expect them to keep a bunch of clean sheets. And it's a good strategy to go a little cheap on your defense, but then load up your midfield in a 3-5-2 formation. Because if you've got Bruno, Aubameyang, Son,
Yeah, that's what I was kind of impressed with.
and Saka
that he
in there,
has.
and Saka in there, who can pop up with a few goals and assists himself. That's a solid midfield. And
and my bet is like he's clearly not cared for his substitutes, or they have
Yeah,
not at all.
that's the one
yeah,
red
obvious.
flag for me.
So because they've not really given a shit, so I think they can go even worse on the substitutes and maybe get one more high-profile defender over there.
I feel like he has two very strong keepers, one of whom he could probably transfer out and again try and spend that money to shore up his defense.
Sure, exactly. Shore up his defense or just get a better bench. Just for those
I
moments
Sure.
when you need to
Yeah, like so his defenders on the bench are quite poor, so that's where
I would have probably gone with a stronger forward though. One more additional stronger forward if he had at least another mid-level forward. So if he wanted to remove a midfielder in a game to have another third on the front, I would have probably gone with that.
by the look of it, he doesn't plan on
He
having
won't.
three
I don't. Yeah,
forwards on the
but
pitch ever.
it's a possible that he could.
Also, I wouldn't keep Bruno Fernandes in the starting lineup for the first game week considering he's not playing. Why do you want to lose points out there? Get a better player on your bench, even if it's a cheap player, but a guaranteed starter for maybe a newly promoted team. Get him in and then put him in your starting lineup. Don't lose out on those points. You'll at least get the 2 starting points.
You
If
know
nothing
that I'm not entirely convinced with, because even when you see my team, you'll see I do have a couple of Manchester players, and I feel like he will not really lose out on points in this game week because he can change his lineup, right? He can just put Fernandes on the bench and still get 2 points minimum from somewhere else.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I feel like it's okay to hold on to.
My point is, if you put Fernandes on the bench, with the current bench that he has, Bernardo, Douglas, or Decordova Reed are not starters for their respective teams. I don't know about Douglas, but I
Yeah,
don't
but it's a
expect that
thing of
Bernardo
दो
or
point
Decordova
चाहिए
Reed.
कि you just want to keep that one free transfer for because if he
I mean,
gets
but
rid of Fernandes, he'll have to get Fernandes back for the second game
no,
week, right?
I'm not saying get rid of Fernandes. Keep
Hmm.
Fernandes in your team. Probably get
Hmm.
rid of, maybe get rid of a Decordova Reed, for example,
Right.
and get rid of Pope and get a cheaper goalkeeper so you have a little more
Hmm.
bank and get a Mitrovic, for example,
Yeah.
who's a guaranteed starter for Fulham, just as an example. So get a
Maybe.
guaranteed starter and then start that player and put Fernandes on your bench.
Right. That makes sense.
Just something I was watching yesterday. Apparently, Mitrovic is not a great signing only because Mitrovic is what everybody thinks is a differential is. About 30% of the teams have
Correct. Yeah.
Mitrovic.
Yeah. Mitrovic is not a
So,
differential. Everybody
Yeah.
has Mitrovic. That's true. But yeah,
because they think he's a differential.
maybe get a Rodrigo from Leeds or a Patrick Bamford from Leeds. You know, just slightly cheaper option. But you know that these guys will play and have a good chance of scoring. So be a little smart there. All right. Next up, let's who else do we have?
Next one is Bilal Mahmood.
All right, Bilal Mahmood. Oh, going with Bernd Leno in goal. That's brave. All right. What I like about this team is you've gone Wolves heavy with Jimenez and Cody, and Connor Cody again is not a defender that gives you that attacking output. Matt Doherty was that one, but he's gone to Spurs now. So
Yeah.
that's a little bit of a weird defensive sort of player to go for. And Raul
No,
Jimenez is great.
but Cody doesn't get too many, doesn't necessarily get too many attacking points. He does get them in a few sprinkles here and there. But if I'm not mistaken, he got a decent amount of bonus points last year because he's very solid in defense.
Yeah.
With the number of tackles
Fair.
and interceptions and blocks he makes, he's
Fair.
a good shoe-in to get bonus points, especially when Bulls keep a clean sheet.
Fair. Going with Jimenez and Vardy as your attacking options is
Bit
a
of a
bit of a red
question.
flag. It's a
Yeah,
bit of a
yeah,
red
yeah.
flag for me because Jimenez didn't have the strongest ends to the season.
Yeah, neither
And
did Vardy.
Vardy-
It's not like
and-
Vardy wasn't
yeah.
ending on a high note with the
Yeah,
season.
I don't know how long that Vardy party is going to last for.
I mean,
But
but we've been saying that
we
for a
don't-
while now, and
Correct,
he
but the thing
always
is-
starts
Yeah,
amazing.
but the thing is that with Vardy, he starts really, really loud, and then
Yeah.
he kind of dies out. So I think there is
Right.
could be,
Yeah.
but I think that's a bet he's probably going with.
Also, I don't
And
know
he
why
also has Martial as his third
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, I was like, that's a little odd. So maybe I would take out someone like Saint Maximin and put Martial on. I don't know. Maybe Stephens off. One of Saint
Martial's not playing the first
Martial's
game.
not playing the first game week.
Oh, okay. Shit, thanks, man. I think I have Martial.
And also, to look at the team in general, I guess. No, he might
No,
make some
Lokesh,
mistakes.
don't change Martial out. Martial is playing the first game week. Don't keep him in your starting lineup.
Yeah.
He's definitely
Right.
playing. All right, next.
Next is our teams. So
All right, okay, good.
this is Amog's team.
Oh my God.
Wow, look at this.
Great team, Amog. Maybe
What
if
do
you
you guys
get that. Wow, you
No,
managed to get Werner.
One
Kane, and
immediate
Giroud.
concern that I have is that you have no Everton players. And I mean,
I wonder
to
why.
me, that's shocking.
No, I
So,
want to
Amog,
see
how you feel?
see how this new look Everton plays. You know, I want to see how James and Alan and Doucouré kind of
So,
fit
Amog,
into
you've
the system.
gone with your like you've gone like you're playing your top three, right? Your front three, you're playing for sure every game. I'm guessing.
No.
You're gonna sit
Like
Mitrovic out.
like for example, in the first game week, I'm not playing Mitrovic. He's playing against Arsenal.
Sure.
I'm not
But
starting with
usually-
Mitro.
But usually, are you going for top three, front three?
Possibly, yeah,
Because-
possibly.
Yeah, because like I feel like your defense might be a little weak. It's the biggest bet seems to be in Alexander Arnold, and like the others seem sort
Yeah.
of okay.
I
Yeah.
think you're
So
going to have to face.
I think
challenging
Eiling's a
bids.
good differential for him to have.
Eiling, I went with as a good differential, as did I do the same with Walker Peters because I think he's really settling into the Southampton side now, and he is a good attacking fullback. I went for Hegazi only because he's an FPL legend from the last time West Brom were in the league. So just for old time's sake, I think Hegazi can come up with a lot of defensive points for the team. But I'm actually very happy with my midfield with Son, Bruno Fernandes, and the rest because with Armstrong, Saka, and San Maximan, I do get cheaper midfield options who have a lot of creativity and can provide the assists and goals. But because of their cost, it gives me the opportunity to go with Werner and Kane up top.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even if I play Werner, Kane, Fernandes, Son, Saka, and San Maximan in my midfield, I have a good shot, and that's what I'm really happy with.
I think you're going to have a little bit of a problem with switching between your forwards and your middles eventually. I think,
this is still a work in progress.
this is still correct. But I think that's the issue you may have from the first 2 weeks.
Also, it'll be epic if Timo Werner flop.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Pretty sure.
I'm banking on that.
Pretty sure.
Fuck you.
Should I
I'm
go to the
hoping
next
that
one?
happens.
Can I go to the next one?
Yeah.
This is Akash. Woo! Look at this. So one red flag, I see that there's only one Everton player. Why is this?
So that is going to change. See, I want to put Richarlison in. So a few things are going to change. Right now, I have 3 players who aren't going to be playing the first game week: De Bruyne, Foden, and Fernandes. I also have
Right.
2 million in the bank because I am going to play around with that. One change that I want to make is I want to add Richarlison to this lineup. So Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin right now are the 2 Everton players that I want to keep. And the third slot I'm going to leave open because I might want to get Luca Dean in, but I want to see how strong and stable we are defensively. I want to see if we get another centre-back signing. Mason Holgate's injured right now, so that's a bit of a concern. Alan, I'm not expecting him to get too many attacking points or bonus points because he's more of a ball-winning midfielder, so I don't think I'm looking to get him in there. James, I'm not very sure. So the third spot I'm going to leave open because I might want to get someone from the midfield in, or maybe a winger, but I'm not sure who's going to start there. So, but
Yeah.
Richarlison's definitely
But
going
it
to come
looks-
in.
Yeah, but I think your team does look heavier. That you're going to bank more points from defense and his mids. Mids more, I'm hoping for.
Yeah, your attack is very weak.
But I don't think he's planning to do that. I don't think that was his
Just
focus itself.
look at switch. No, so also you'll need to remember I am an delusional Everton fan. So my attacking output for me is Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. Personally, I think that they're going to really benefit. Look, they got 15 goals each last season. They're going to really. I think the people happiest in the team right now would be Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison because suddenly there's a midfield that's capable of providing them with balls. Suddenly there's a midfield capable of balls. So my attacking points, I'm hoping, come from Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison in the strike force. I'll probably hold on to Antonio because he's a nice cheap option. And then in the midfield,
I only have one thing to add. Don't triple captain Mikhail Antonio. That's it. That's all.
You don't need to tell me that. I am not Ahmed from Shivaji Park.
All right. Next up.
Next up is Mukesh. Oof.
Giroud.
Yeah,
I feel
Mukesh has basically
very happy
gone and
about that.
checked. He's like 100 million, 15 players. What's the average? 7 million. 7 million में कौन है? Grealish, Mount, Zaha, Barnes, Torres, Giroud. ले लो सब कुछ. It's like 7 million is good average to have.
I can't believe this team, dude. Martinez, second choice keeper. Henderson, third choice keeper.
No, Martinez is going to be gone.
And Martinez could be gone. So both of your keepers are not guaranteed to start now that Bernardino is fit and able. You've got fucking Fernandinho in your defense, which is just weird. You've got Jack Grealish, who's not played really well. Mason Mount, whose starting lineup spot is not guaranteed now with the number of players Chelsea have signed. Harvey Barnes, who's good, but is he FPL good? No. And Ferran Torres, who's never played an EPL game in his life. And then you've got Giroud, who's also on his way out, probably. Martial.
Grealish is also going to be on his way out.
Yeah. And what? This is great. No, this is Mukesh.
It's
this
an
is
amazing team, Mukesh.
Guys,
an amazing.
okay,
team.
I'll
Mind
tell you
blowing.
what. Guys, I'll tell you what
Mukesh.
happened.
I
just
I-
got-
अच्छा वास्तु है न्यूमरोलॉजी के हिसाब से it works lots of sevens.
Guys, I pressed auto pick. And then I was like, okay.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
On that note, let's go to the final one. Prashant, let's see your
This
team.
is equally tutty.
Okay.
Martinez is gonna go again.
Martinez,
You have an Aston Villa keeper who's definitely not going to play considering they are in for Sergio Romero and they have Heaton.
Yeah, so
No,
keeper needs work.
do they have Heaton? I don't think they have Heaton anymore. No? Isn't
Who's
Tom Heaton
their-
Burnley? I don't know.
No, yeah. He has a very
No.
good front three and midfield. I think he has a very good front three and midfield. Like a very
Front
bankable
three is decent.
Heaton.
The midfield.
Heaton is
midfield,
Aston Villa.
okay.
is
Midfield
very
again,
good.
yeah.
Maybe Mount, instead of Mount, you can get someone else, but
Yeah.
pretty much
You can definitely get someone else instead of Mount, man.
And he can
Definitely
replace the
get-
keeper for sure.
Lots of people liking Jimenez, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimenez was a legend. Like, I think you
Jimenez
need one keeper and probably one better midfielder.
Mm.
Yeah. Please,
Alright.
please let Werner be fuck all. Please.
Fuck off.
Fuck you.